Oh, shucky ducky!
Shucky ducky.
Oh, shucky ducky!
You said last time that you were going to try something different, and
I did.
You did.
I did try something different.
You brought it.
To open the show, I thought, what better way than to quote the esteemed gentleman, Herman Cain.
Shucky ducky.
Who, among other things, has said,
999.
I don't have facts to back that up.
I don't have any facts to back that up. Oh, no.
What was he talking about? He was talking about Occupy Wall Street when he said that.
That
and welcome, Internet, to an episode.
An episode of
a good one. Who knows?
No. This will be a good one. I have good feelings.
Well, at least one of us does.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yes, welcome to another episode of the also highly esteemed by Herman Cain show about podcasts with Kenny and Jeff. Playing the role of Herman Cain, I am Kenny. And this is Jeff.
I am Jeff. Jesus.
Who will be playing the role of Jeff?
I don't have any impressions except for Dr. Claw.
Oh, can you really call that a Herman Cain impression, though?
Yeah, but it's also like vaguely racist, maybe, if you're a Herman Cain.
How is it racist?
You're right. The internet might not know that you're incredibly white. Oh wait, I gave it away.
I really need to hear the logic on how Shucky Ducky is racist.
I think it's not the term. It's the impersonation. It's like maybe it's because Herman Cain himself is a caricature.
I merely said it in the same manner that he did.
You're right.
And I wasn't attempting to quote him when I said that. I just thought it was a funny thing to say.
Shucky ducky.
He said that I believe he said that at his concession speech that he gave. I think it's at some university when he decided to drop out of the presidential race in the 2012.
Yeah,
and I think it was an appropriate way to go. I think Shucky Ducky really encompassed the Herman Cain candidacy and campaign.
I thought it was 999.
That's that too. I think. Well, I think the 999 encompassed his lack of ability.
I think a lot of things he said encompassed lack of ability.
Well, I think that specifically because of just how completely useless and nonsensical it was. Mm. And the Shucky Ducky, I think, really encompassed his inability to be charismatic and really lead the people.
Mm.
So yeah, it's a good note to start the show on.
Sure. Guess what I was doing when I wasn't sleeping last night? If it's not apparent, I'm kind of sleepy. I'm gonna let you tell me. I was not masturbating.
Okay, I was gonna say bait.
Yeah.
But...
I was watching Lily Allen videos, which took me down a rabbit hole that I'd forgotten about because I reminded myself after hearing the song Alfie.
Oh man, I watched that video like a couple months ago. Actually,
it's still a really good video. It still holds up.
It's good, but it's so bizarre at the same time.
Oh yeah, it's great. The official version of it on her YouTube channel is censored, which is annoying because they censor things like weed.
Well, if she was rapping about gardening, you would have no fucking.
Yeah, I know, right? It's outrageous. But the rabbit hole it sent me down is that I've remembered this fun fact that Alfie, as mentioned in the song, you might not know this because you don't watch Game of Thrones.
I do know.
Oh, but our fan also probably knows this. She's not surprised by any of these things. She should actually be in the show. She
in our show or that?
She should just take over our show. I'm sure she'd love to be on Game of Thrones more, but
I'm pretty sure anyone could take over this show and it would only get better.
the Alfie in the song in the titular Alfie of the song is actually Alfie Allen, who we know as Theon Greyjoy in the Game of Thrones.
Or as he eventually becomes known as Reek.
Reek. No, he's back to Theon again. Spoilers.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Last I was aware, he was still.
No,
Theon.
he is Reek one. He's no longer Reek. He has shed that title. He unfortunately his penis will not be growing back.
I was gonna say a spoiler. Did he get his peep back?
No. So far, not so much. There's not that much magic in the Game of Thrones universe as to grow a peep back.
Okay. Spoiler. They brought Jon Snow back. They can't grow him a peep.
You'd think that maybe might be like Theon's
now,
high priority,
I'm not
probably not like the Game of Thrones showrunners.
I'm not like really well versed in magic as one might expect.
Kenny, they're illusions. It's not magic.
Oh, excuse me. I'm not well versed in illusions.
Prestidigitation.
Allusions or illusions?
Illusions. Illusions are something different.
But I would think, in terms of difficulty, bringing back a peep would rank lower than bringing back a human being entirely.
You're probably.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Theon Greyjoy would appreciate it if his peep could be brought back by some dark magics or white magics. You know, like it's fine to use the Final Fantasy term.
Yeah, what's up with that? Why is it always the white magic curing you, but the black magic destroys
Don't
everything?
blame me, it's a Japanese translation.
I always found that funny.
But I did watch one of my favorite Lily Allen songs off one of her newest albums when she went away after her second album.
She went dark, as they might say.
Yes, she went dark. She had 2 kids, or at that time I think she'd only had 1 kid, but whatever. She got 2 kids now.
Life happened.
Yeah.
Life happened.
So she stopped the music for a bit, but she came back, and she looked a little bigger, little chubbier, because she just had finished having 2 children or 1 children.
Yeah, probably had a little bit of that baby weight going.
Yeah,
on.
and so like she came out with a song and corresponding music video called "Hard Out Here for a Bitch," which is amazing, by the way. If you haven't seen it,
I have not. I actually, full disclosure, for whatever reason, I haven't listened to really much of anything she did after her first album, and I don't know why. Because I liked her first album a lot. I don't know why I never listened to much after that.
I mean, I think she's a lot of fun. I don't think she's like she's not game changing or anything like that.
Oh no, well, I mean, she's one of those musicians. I don't listen to them because I'm like hyper enthralled with the lyrics and the music. She's just a fun, good time to listen to, and then in the car with your friends.
I mean, when she does get like deep or meaningful, it's kind of like it's a little hokey, it's like a little heavy-handed.
True, but I know I feel like a lot of musicians are are susceptible to that.
But in that term, like "Hard Out Here for a Bitch," Kenny, is a lot about just her coming back and being chubbier, and the music video deals a lot with that, where it's sort of like
makes sense.
Like it starts with her like on a operating table, and they're about to suck fat out of her and stuff like that, and she's like she's dancing throughout the music video with all these women who are twerking. And at one point, she's dancing and singing in front of one of those like big signs that are just made up of many light bulbs. She's dancing in front of the signs, and it says Lily Allen has a big pussy. So that's what I watched last night when I wasn't singing, when I wasn't sleeping. Excuse me. The song is actually just called "Hard Out Here" because probably "For a Bitch" is difficult to put on the radio.
That's they got that radio edit going on.
But the chorus.
Hey, she likes what she likes.
The chorus is just "It's hard out here for a bitch," and then she goes "Bitch, bitch, 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 bitch." It's like it's not musically daring. It might.
Well, it definitely strikes me as less a song to be musically daring and more just to be like, hey, this is me. You go and deal with it.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
I liked it a lot. I think it's funny.
I will have to check that out, and I think I will put a link for that in the description because that shit is hilarious.
That shit is good, and you know what? I like it. I think.
As do I. Now, one thing I really want to talk about, mostly to get it out of the way, because I know at least I'm
finally coming out. Jeez.
I think I'm done with the show, Jeff.
Oh,
I think.
Fuck. I thought you were just coming out because you were gay.
No. I've already been over this, Jeff.
Really?
Yes.
Oh. So wait, are you gay?
No, I'm not gay.
Okay, just checking.
I sound like my mom.
No, I sound like my mom.
I'm pretty sure. So, there's a couple times I'm pretty sure my mom's wondered if I'm gay.
My mom asked me that straight up in the car one day.
See, my mom never did that. Mom, please don't ask me now, because the answer is no.
We were in the car, and it was high school, and I being me, didn't have a girlfriend at that time, and hadn't had a girlfriend at that time, and so out of nowhere, we're quiet, we're in the car, listening to music, some slow jams, no doubt, because she likes the classic rock.
Kenny G.
Maybe, I don't know.
Was it smooth jazz?
Smooth jazz. No, she's not into the smooth jazz, to my knowledge.
Okay, then it wasn't Kenny G.
No. I wasn't falling asleep. It wasn't Yanni either, so there's that. But she just out of nowhere, she just goes like, "Jeff, are you gay?" It's like, what? Because Jeff, are you gay? I'm like, no, Mom, no. She's like, because I'd still love you if you are. Mom, I'm not gay. And that's just where it ended, and it was the quietest car ride afterwards.
I just imagined you just glaring at her the whole trip.
I couldn't look at her. I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" That was a different time. Now I think it's funny.
Now you are gay.
No, now I'm really gay. No, shit, God, he tricked me.
Aha! Strike again.
Foolish. No, it's just like
you fell for the oldest trick in the book.
Yes.
Yep, I tricked you into coming out.
Oh, thank God. Oh, Mom. No, Mom. Jesus.
No, Mom, I'm not gay.
Just stop.
My boyfriend's gay, but I'm not.
Yeah, he sucks my dick, Mom.
Exactly. Actually, this works. Speaking of gay.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm sure you're probably as sick of talking about this as I am, but Donald Trump.
Oh, okay. You were telling me about this.
I was. I hate to keep talking about him.
He's being talked about by everybody. He's getting more press than anybody ever has. Like, I haven't heard any recent Kanye news because of all the Donald Trump. And I don't know what's better. I don't. I'm sorry, Laura, if you're listening. I know you love Kanye, and I don't. And
Kanye is awesome.
And that's just going to be a point of contestation in our friendship for the rest of time. I feel like we can move past this, though.
Nope.
I am sincerely staring at the wall, pretending it's Laura, like with my sincere eye. I feel like we're going to get past this.
No, Jeff, you got to go to camera 3.
Camera 3. Laura, meet me on camera 3. Laura? I am turning in my chair for no one's benefit. So I can talk
okay, if it makes you feel better, I do it too.
So I can talk to you, Laura. Say, Laura, I don't like Kanye. I probably never will. And I still love you for it. There, I said it. We'll still be friends.
I don't know.
I hope she says yes, because it's going to be really embarrassing if she hears this and she comes back like, no, we're not. And that's it. It's like,
oh, fuck that guy.
Yeah, you're dead to me. What did Donald Trump say, presumably about the gay peoples?
He didn't actually say anything about the gay people. I just wanted to insult him.
Oh, okay.
But as I was saying, I hate talking about Donald Trump because he is a buffoon.
Yes.
But he's obviously immensely popular in the media, and it is an election season, so he's kind of going to... So I apologize now to you and Stephanie, our audience. I'm probably going to bring him up a few more times before the election. Not because I want to, but because he just says shit that I have to talk about because it is so mind-bogglingly dumb.
He just says all the shit. And what do you do?
He doesn't have a filter of any kind. But the thing I want to talk to you about in particular is, I know it's not going to do anything, but I really think if there was a time that Trump has disqualified himself for president, it should be this.
Okay. So
he did an interview.
Yes.
That
he does those.
ended up on Russian TV.
Oh, yes. I had heard about this today.
And he said it happened because he was tricked by Larry King into doing it.
God.
Now, if you, as a presidential candidate, are claiming that an octogenarian tricked you into doing an interview, you need to drop out of the race. You need to drop out of politics. You need to leave the public eye, and you need to go hide in a cave for a while.
So wait, what happened? I didn't hear the whole story because I was trying to put myself on a Donald Trump embargo, which, by the way, it's fucking difficult.
Right?
So
Shit,
like
I just go on Facebook and I have none of my friends like him as far as I know, and I still find Donald Trump shit on there.
I had to unfollow some Donald Trump supporters. I'm not gonna lie. I'll
Yeah,
check in with them
I think
later.
I did. I think I had like 2 or 3, but because I don't see it anymore. So
Yeah.
um,
So what happened?
I'm not.
What'd he do?
There were, from what I've gathered, and it's mostly art. Most of the articles I'm finding, I can't really find any quotes from Larry King or anything, so I'm kind of just going on what Trump said. But basically, it seems like he was planning to doing an interview that, for one reason or another, ended up. I don't know if it was with a Russian reporter or if it just ended up airing on Russian. I think it ended up airing on the Russian state TV.
Okay.
And Trump claims that the reason that happened is because he had recorded a short interview with Larry King, and it ended up on Rush TV, and he's claiming that Larry King tricked him into doing it. Now, I don't know if because I haven't really found much elaboration on exactly.
I don't really know what that means. Like, where's the?
Like, I don't know if he was like hanging out with Larry King one day, and Larry King secretly recorded him and sent it to Russia. I don't know.
Okay. That's not. I guess that's not possible because Larry King actually fought in the Cold War against Vladimir Putin.
Exactly.
They would wrestle frequently.
Yep.
I saw this. This is a historic fact. I don't know what to tell you guys.
I saw the documentary.
Yeah, exactly. Come on now.
I guess what it is Trump did some kind of interview with him, and he wasn't aware. According to him, he wasn't aware that it was going to, or I should say, according to his spokespeople, he wasn't aware that it was going to be widespread.
That's just
which doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
Of course, everything you say
but
right
according
now is going to be widespread.
Oh, sorry. This article actually does have a quote from Larry King. It basically says that he was completely aware of what was happening.
Okay, good.
Which is what you would expect, with someone with a brain to say in that situation.
Sure.
But I'm just like, how can you say that? Like, legitimately think that? Because he legitimately thinks it. He's not saying it to get attention. He's not saying it to dismiss the issue. He really thinks he was tricked into doing this. How do you say that and still claim to be a viable candidate for president? I don't get it. It baffles me.
This wasn't like, for me. This is not the tipping point.
It's. I mean, this is not like the most. I'm not saying it's the most extreme thing he's ever done. He's done way more extreme. No, it's for me. It's the idea that you can say that you were tricked into an interview, and still think that you can meet and discuss things with other world leaders, and think that you are going to be a good president when you were quote unquote tricked by someone for an interview. Like, how can you say that and then pretend that you can deal with people,
Kenny,
on a diplomatic scale?
I have 2 things to tell you, and they might come as a surprise. Are you ready?
I don't know. I don't know. After hearing this, I don't think much surprises me anymore.
1, Kenny, I am a world leader.
I don't know.
Yep, I am the leader of a small nation that cannot be pronounced by the human tongue. And 2, Kenny, 2, this entire podcast has been a ruse to interview you.
But I started this.
Now you feel foolish, do you not?
But I'm recording all of it.
Yeah, I know.
And I do all the editing.
That's how good of a fool you are.
And I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
Yeah, you should be. I worked really hard on this.
I know. Is this the long con?
First thing, yes, the long con.
Is this the 29-year mugging?
29-year mugging. Oh man, I have things to say about that. Not the 29, not the mugging part, but Kenny, the world at large is noticing my age. As you know, segue randomly. Donald Trump is bad. So anyway,
Donald Trump is like I said, we're either voting for the next president or the last president.
Yes.
Think about it.
So I came home the other day, and waiting for me. Let me see if I can find it. I've never gotten this before, but so I'll be turning.
Did you get your AARP card?
No, I'll be turning 30 in 3 months, and that's my.
You'll have to tell me what the future is like.
Dealing with that dealing with that thing is my bag. That's my thing. It's my problem.
Okay, Jeff, if you cry in the podcast, that becomes my thing. I don't want that.
I'm sorry. Anyway. Anyway. So I got in the mail the other day. Have you ever gotten one of these? A Social Security statement.
No.
So it's a statement saying how much I am. Let me see here. Your Social Security statement shows how much you have paid in Social Security and Medicare taxes. It explains how much you would get in Social Security benefits when you reach the full retirement age. When I reach the full retirement age. If you become disabled or unable to work, you may be eligible for disability benefits.
Oh, good.
Et cetera, et cetera. So, like, I didn't know that this thing existed, and I especially didn't want this now when I'm thinking about how older I'm getting.
All going down.
So I didn't even know this was a thing. I didn't know people could get Social Security statements, but apparently you can, or it's just me. Which I think I might be being punked by the United States government because I got this like 2 or 3 days ago. So it's September 9th. So I got it. Let's call it September 6th. I got it September 6th, like just for the sake of argument. The letterhead is dated August 2nd.
No, that sounds about right for the government. I worked for the government. That sounds extremely right.
But then today I got home, Kenny, and waiting for me in the mailbox was my AAA term life insurance application. And I was like, fuck you, it's just 30. It's not really
Jeff, are you having that midlife crisis
Shut up,
already?
Kenny. I can't even afford to buy a sports car.
I can't even afford to buy a sports item.
I can't even afford to buy... Well, anything. I bought some beer.
That's it. I'm tapped.
I bought you your birthday gift. It's on your way to you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Should we get...
I'm very excited.
Amazon says it estimates you will receive that on the Monday.
Ooh.
There you go.
Oh, man. I get all the gifts on Monday. I finally get my car back.
Yes, how is the car saga going?
The car saga is more or less complete. Okay. Essentially, at this point, the car is done, and
my car is done.
And from
did the mechanic know because your car went ding?
Yes.
We turned it over 3 times, and
then it dings us. The
German cars.
Sieg ding.
Sieg ding.
But the car is pretty much done.
Okay.
He said it sounds good and all that jazz.
Oh, it sounds good too.
But at this point, I'm waiting to get my registration so that I can give them my registration and they can do the inspection, and then they can test drive it a bit more to make sure that everything actually is fine and there's no other hiccups going to pop up. So basically, I just need to get that, and then they can do all that, and then I should hopefully get it early next week.
All right. Round of applause. Round of applause, Internet.
So by next show, I actually will have my car back.
I can't believe that we both subconsciously decided how long that applause should be.
Jeff, I'm telling you, we are of one mind.
Kenny, I feel like we could do better.
Nope. This is it, Jeff. We are peaking right now.
This is fucking depressing.
I'll
be dead soon.
Yeah, me too. Going out like a champ.
I don't know.
Oh no, I have plans.
All right.
I mean, it'll never be as good as Brandon.
Oh,
but I have a couple ways.
I love Brandon's going out story. Brandon, for those who want to know or hear,
side note, we hopefully will have him on the show one day because he did seem like he was pretty excited about the idea.
I before that because I love that motherfucker. He's gonna make us look so bad because he's. Like,
oh my god, the show is pretty much just gonna be Brandon, and he actually might kick us off our own show.
Yeah, he's just gonna be better at it, and he's just gonna start taking over, and it will be a better podcast without Kenny and Jeff. That's a good name.
It actually will be a better podcast.
Yeah, really.
Oh, man. Is that what we've been doing? We've been setting ourselves up for failure the whole time?
Or we've just been building a platform for which Brandon to ascend to stardom on. And I will gladly ride his coattails.
Oh, God, yes. I will buy him a coat specifically to ride his coattails.
We just talked about that. We can't afford a coat.
If we pool our money, we could probably get half a coat.
We'll get him some tails.
We will staple some tails to his long jacket.
I can catch me a raccoon. and I'll staple that raccoon tail to his jacket.
I'll get me one of them possums.
Yeah, right there. But so when Brandon grows very old and he's ready to die.
Although to be fair, I am convinced that he's never going to die.
He might not ever die.
He is just a spirit that has taken a human form,
like a forest nymph.
Yes.
But anyway, when he's very old, hypothetically old, fine, and he's on his deathbed. He knows the time is coming. It's near. He's gonna gather his family around, and all his children, Cool Sword, Slimer, pronounced John, Winner. He's gonna gather all his children up and his children's children. That's important. His grandchildren.
That's the most important.
Maybe even his great-grandchildren.
It could be. Could be.
So, Brandon says, "My family, I want to speak alone." We'll call him Timmy. With Timmy. Timmy's the youngest. It has to be the youngest.
It's always the youngest. That's the key part to this.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a boy. But, Brandon's weird. It's fine.
It doesn't matter. It's gonna be the youngest.
Yeah, it's gonna be the youngest in the room, and the younger the better. But they have to be old enough to remember.
Yes, I think what he said, like he's looking for like an age of 5. I think.
Yeah, because at 5, like you can remember, but it's also you remember he twists these events into like nightmarish proportions, which I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
And it's all fuzzy enough that you only remember the really bad parts.
Yes. So anyway, the scene. We're in the scene. So it's Brandon alone with little Timmy, and he says, "Timmy, my boy, come closer. Come closer." And Timmy leans forward over Brandon, and Timmy says, "Yes, grandfather." And Brandon goes, "Timmy, grandfather will soon be going. He will soon die. But I'm not going alone!" And he's just going to bite down on the kid's neck and then die. So that his jaws are locked onto this child. And the kid's screaming, "Ah! Ah!" Everyone's rushing in and they're trying to pull little Timmy out of the jaws of the dead grandpa. Because if you're going to go out, traumatize someone terribly.
Because he wants in the future, for when that child goes to bed, for him to be like, "No, check the closet for Grandpa.
Grandpa's not under the bed." Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
So yes, as I've said, nothing I can ever come up with can compete with that masterpiece.
Yes.
But the two ways that I have decided that I will go out. Well, I have to pick one, but the two paths I've decided I will take.
Okay.
I don't know which one would be better, but one of them, less complicated. I'm going to pack a shotgun with me.
Okay.
And I'm going to find a very, very crowded area.
Oh no.
And I'm going to run in the middle. Okay. I'm going to pull the shotgun out and then shout, "I have AIDS," and I'm going to blow my head off.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And the other way is a little more complicated. And it's going to take a little prep.
Oh, okay, yeah, this one.
But I'm gonna go to the roof.
We've talked about this before, Internet.
We have, and it's great.
This is what we do with our time.
I'm gonna find a school, preferably a middle school, and I'm gonna go up onto the roof.
Middle schools are awful. They're
terrible. And I have to punish them for being terrible. Because kids truly are just the worst form of human.
Yes, and when they're middle school aged, they are the worst of the worst.
Oh my God, yes.
When they're borscht.
So because of that, they need to be punished for their sins and the sins of their peers.
And yours.
And mine. I'm the opposite of Jesus. Rather than paying for their sins, I'm going to make them pay for mine. So what I'm going to do is go to the roof, and I'm going to find a section of the roof where I can put a long wire, and I'm going to attach it to two pylons, whatever I can find, and then I'm going to put my arms around the wire, and I'm going to super glue my hands to my head.
Right.
And so make sure it's secure. And then I'm going to throw myself forward so that the wire cuts my head off, but my head is still in my hands because it's super glued, and I'm going to fall against a window.
Of course.
and just shoot blood everywhere.
Yes, with your head in your hands. And
Yep.
my top two suicides are of course my old classic, which I came up with in college because I was trying to outdo famous.
You're trying to kill yourself.
I was trying to outdo famous writers and their cool suicides.
I think you've talked about one of these.
Is that I want to eat my weight in salt.
Yes, I do remember that.
I want to basically get naked and fill a bathtub full of salt, and then eat my weight in salt from the bathtub while I'm lying in it with a wooden spoon. It has to be a wooden spoon, and then people will find me, and I've basically like made myself into Jeff Jerky or preserved, as it were.
Every time you say that, all I can think of is the episode of Futurama where Fry eats the cooking that Bender made. And he says, "Oh, that's the saltiest thing I've ever eaten." And I once ate a big heaping bowl of salt.
So that's option one. It's option A. The other one I wanted to do is a little more elaborate, like yours. It involves glue. I would lock myself in a bathroom, strip down naked, carve with a sharp knife in like a bloody scrawl, "Don't judge me," across my torso. And then, Kenny, this is important, I would tie a noose around my neck first, probably standing on a sink or something like that. And then I would super glue my hand to my dick. Now the important thing is I have to wait for the glue to dry before I step off the sink. So my neck snaps, and I'm just hanging there. And when people bust down the door, the first thing they see is just me holding my flaccid, dead penis, and the blood just trailing off my chest and stomach.
Oh, man.
Because I don't know why, but I think that's really funny.
You thought about this.
Yeah, I thought about this. While we're on the subject of these horrible things that we're saying, YouTube has changed the monetization rules, apparently.
Speaking of other terrible things.
Yeah, so content creators, not us, because our videos are not...
I mean, technically we make quote-unquote content.
Yes, and quote-unquote
whether
our
or not
videos
they're on the website.
They're not getting enough hits to I think deem like make us worthy of YouTube's attention.
We're not big enough, and we're not making any money, so we're kind of in that untouchable by method of undesirableness.
Yeah, that's usually that explains us in a nutshell. We are
that is us
untouchable because we are undesirable. Anyway, God, I'm ugly.
Man, this show took another turn. Every show takes a dark turn.
No, well, we just talked about our favorite ways to commit elaborate suicides. So,
hey, if I'm gonna go out, I'm going out like a champ.
I don't know. Anyway, so the controversy is that YouTube can demonetize a video now that has excessive swearing. So just to get out of the way, fuck, shit, cock, cunt.
Well, it's just like this a very bizarre myriad of things. So far as this going so far as someone finds it offensive.
You can't you're not supposed to be able to show or talk about potentially offensive things
Yeah, so you can't talk about anything in the news.
Yeah, no news broadcasting, no free journalism. Although
horrible disaster hits Japan, another earthquake. Can't talk about it.
Although I do have my my issues with citizen journalists, quote unquote. But whatever.
I have some issues as well.
That's a different topic entirely. But
the next episode.
Teaser. But it is kind of ridiculous though. It's actually, this is a form of censorship because channels can shut down if they're not making money. And the real problem is that they're not telling. This went into effect a while ago, and they weren't telling people that their videos were being demonetized. So these guys were getting all these hits and views on these videos, and we're going how come my ad revenue is so low?
Yeah, there's a couple YouTube creators I watch, and they're saying a video they made a couple years ago that got it gets decent hits because it's a pretty popular video was monetized. It was demonetized, and I had no idea until I looked at it.
They have to look. They have to actively look to see. And things might change. Hopefully now YouTube informs you
I mean, YouTube does seem to be listening to the content creators and to fans because, like, when I talked about the DMCA thing, before that, YouTube would basically, as soon as anyone made a DMCA claim, they sided with whoever made the claim.
Yeah.
And so whoever was affected didn't matter if they had an argument they could prove that no, this falls under fair use or whatever. As soon as the claim was made, it went to whoever made the claim.
Yeah, they would shut that shit down real quick.
Yeah. Now they actually seem to. I think I don't know if they've changed how the algorithm works or if they're just hiring more people to look at it. But now they actually do seem to review it more.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that with that course of action, same thing will happen with this, where they'll actually look at what the content of the video is, at least some of it, and deem whether or not it should be demonetized.
Yeah. I mean, there is an appeals process.
Mm-hmm.
And people are getting their stuff remonetized, but other things just aren't. And it's unclear, like, where the line is. Like, things keep changing. Like, you know, what one video that you would assume you would assume would never get monetized under these new rules does, and another video won't. That's like kind of innocuously seeming. So it's all very strange.
Yeah. Because there were other people I saw that were saying like similar videos that were getting demonetized. Other people are making similar videos that weren't. So I don't know what the line that YouTube has created is.
Like, it
doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be across the board.
Like, are there actual people watching these, or is it like a computer program? Is that the problem?
That's the thing. I haven't heard in terms of
how Google-driven artificial intelligence. That's why Google wants to make artificial intelligence, not because of self-driving cars. No. They just want to get this YouTube thing figured out.
It's a ruse!
Actually, it's so that they can better advertise to you. But that's
Hey, I don't care how much of the Earth Google wants to control as long as they give me my robot body.
Yeah, that's true. I'm for it.
I welcome my robot overlord body.
Yes. They are better.
I want to be Ghost in the Shell.
I can't wait for the robot apocalypse because
oh my god,
they're going to finally things will just finally be the way they should be.
Exactly.
The robots are better than us, Kenny, and I welcome our evil robot overlord.
I'm just hoping that things don't take a turn like they did in the Matrix.
Well, you know, Kenny, that's ridiculous. We would never ever be used as a power source. They'd just kill us.
No. I mean, I'm talking about in terms of the. I guess it would be the Animatrix, where they show the history of how things progressed at that point.
Oh yeah, we definitely would die horrible deaths as they wipe.
Yeah, but I mean, when the robots come to us with the peace treaty, I hope that we say, okay, let's listen to what you're doing and not try and blow you up.
Nah, we would try and blow them up.
I don't know. I'm hoping that enough of us have watched The Matrix to know that's not a good idea.
It's pointless. It's pointless to try and negotiate a peace treaty with the robot overlords because they're better than us and they're just going to kill us.
But that was the thing in the Animatrix in the Second Renaissance. The robots were coming to us with a peace treaty.
The Animatrix is wrong, Kenny. It's wrong.
Well, no, the Animatrix is right because we lost horror.
It's not real, Kenny.
I know it's not real.
Talking about the actual certain to come robot apocalypse.
I mean, that obviously happened how many hundreds of years from now?
Yes. Or did it?
I'm just saying that I think it happened like in the late, I think it was like the early 2100s.
Unless it happened a couple hundred years ago.
I hope this is the fucking Matrix.
If it is, I'm supremely disappointed that I'm.
If it is, then I don't know how we lost to the robots because they really fucked this one up.
Because the only thing better, the only thing that would be better than you know, going through a robot apocalypse and being killed by our grateful and better robot overlords would be surviving, being plugged into the Matrix, and then realizing that you're in the Matrix and getting the super cool powers. That would be better. Okay. That'd be fine. I wouldn't try to fight them still. I would just use those powers for my own selfish gain, as one would probably expect.
I would probably be somewhere, I would say, I would be like Neo somewhere between the first and second movies in that I have the powers, I know how to use them, but I haven't started like trying to directly fight the robots yet. I'm mostly just hanging out in the program. That
would just chill. Doing crazy things.
Oh, side note, speaking of the Matrix.
Okay.
I remember I was talking to you a few weeks ago about how for some reason, I don't know why, but I really wanted to play the Matrix Online.
Oh wow, is that still on? Can you play that?
Nope, that went off like.
I was gonna say that's like
6 years ago.
That's long gone. I remember watching that trailer in high school and getting super excited about it.
I don't.
And then they were like, "Oh, subscription models because it's 2002."
But no, it was like I was watching. I watched all the Matrix films that weekend, and I really wanted to play the Matrix Online because I think it's just a really cool concept for a game.
Yeah.
And I think it's right. The whole lore is right for an MMO.
Yeah.
But I realized that I think the closest thing we're going to get is Saints Row 4, actually.
Yeah, that would be it.
Because Saints Row 4 pretty much is the Matrix.
It is. That they
Spoilers for those of you who haven't.
They stole the shit out of the
played
Matrix on purpose. Like, they're not like, hype.
Oh yeah,
Not trying to be.
it's definitely up there as a parody.
Yeah.
More or less a parody slash homage, I would say. But I realized because you get all the superpowers, you can fly pretty much, you can run super fast. You're in a computer simulation. It pretty much is the Matrix.
Yeah.
So I think that's the closest thing I'm going to get. And I'm okay with that. Because that's a damn fun game.
Kenny, we mentioned a tease earlier.
We
a
did.
tease for the next episode. And it reminds me, our fan, Stephanie, called us out.
Why she got to be calling us out?
She called us out because a couple episodes ago, at this point, maybe 2, 3, I talked about getting my Minibru French press mug, my single-serving coffee mug, and I said I would talk about it. And I have.
Now, to be fair, we have brought it up before because there was an episode where you said you bought it.
Yes.
And then there was an episode you said you got it 45 minutes before the episode started.
Yes.
So we have talked about it before. It's not like we talked about it the one time.
But I have yet to review it.
That's true. We didn't get that far. We didn't get to step 3 in the 3-step process.
My short review is it's great. It works exactly as advertised. It is an excellent product. But I do have some minor things to go over. Problem 1 is that it's not actually glass. It is plastic.
That's a bummer.
Which doesn't do a very good job of retaining heat. It does a great job of absorbing heat, so you better hold that motherfucker by the handle because it is hot when you pour in that hot water. Like, it heats up like that. The other problem is because of that heat dissipation, you better drink that coffee fairly quickly because it will cool off pretty fast. But that's never really been a problem for me. I like my black water.
With the black water.
So I drink it very quickly. Also because I need to wake up in the morning very desperately. So that's my thing now. I have coffee grounds at the office.
Just rub them on your teeth.
Yes.
Get that directly in the bloodstream.
Yes. No, I have coffee grounds in the fridge at work, and I will get to work and I will turn on my computer, and while that's booting up, I will go to the kitchen and make myself some coffee with my single serve Minibru mug, and then I will remember to not burn my fingers by holding it by the handle.
Good call.
Sometimes that's true, and then I will enjoy my nice, delicious coffee.
Awesome.
Coffee black, just like my metal.
It's like my women.
So there you go, Stephanie. The Minibru mug. It's got some.
You're welcome.
It's got some cons, but they're outweighed by the pros. It's very convenient.
That's
easy to clean. Very easy to clean too.
Also good. That's really the key when you buy stuff like this. Do the pros outweigh the cons? And are the cons not so much that you wouldn't buy the product?
I would, if I had to list ways to make a better mini brew mug, like a 2.0 version, as it will. So the problem is you can't. It has to be clear because you rely on the fill line. So what I would say is to nix the clear altogether. I mean, I know why they did it is because they needed to. It had to look like a French press, and French presses are clear.
You could always do glass.
Glass retains heat better, but I still feel like ceramic would be the best way to go.
I mean, ceramic would be, but in terms of aesthetics, glass is probably your best bet.
So yeah, switch to glass or switch to ceramic and just draw the lines on the inside of the fucking cup. It's fine.
There you go.
It's fine. Figure it out. Minibru, camera 3. I had to turn all the way around because I was facing the other way. Camera 3, Minibru. Ceramic or glass, not plastic. Plastic burns my fingertips. It hurts. I want you to know that it hurts my fingertips.
Every time I hurt myself, I think of you.
Every time I think about you, I touch myself.
Oh, thank you.
That wasn't for you.
Oh.
It's Minibru. I'm talking to camera 3. I'm not talking to you, Kenny. You're on camera, I'm guessing 2.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'm back to camera 2.
Okay. So, well, the questions are that we have to ask.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to... We do. If we're going to properly review this, Jeff, we have to ask these questions.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
Okay.
what score would you give it?
Oh, an 8. A solid 8.
An 8. Solid 8. All right.
Minus points. Minus 1 star for the burnt fingers.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
And the poor heat retention. But they did give me a spare, like,
that's
rubber collar, like, yeah.
Nice.
For the pressing.
And would you buy again, and who would you recommend this product for?
I would recommend this product for anybody who is a coffee snob, but also doesn't feel like busting out the whole French press every time you wanted a cup of coffee.
You mean you don't want to bust out the French press at your desk, Jeff?
No, I mean, like, my quad mate has one, and there's other ones out there too. Like Becky next to me has she inherited from somebody in the office, like a different thing where it's like you put the grounds in this little filter type apparatus that you sit on top of the coffee mug. And then you pour the hot water into the filter, and it just, it's like a drip, a manual coffee drip, and then you just clean out the grounds and you can call it a day. But I feel like the mini press is better. It's more convenient.
Yeah. Well, it seems for your work situation in terms of your desk and everything, it seems like a better option, just space wise, if anything else.
Yeah, because once it's dry, I just put the inner press back in the mug and I put it away. It's not like a big deal.
Nice.
I would recommend it to any coffee lover who is just looking for like a small solution. It's $15 on ThinkGeek.com. I mean, what else do you need? $15 for a little mini press is cool. No big deal.
That's ThinkGeek.com for all your coffee snob needs.
For all your snobbery needs.
And you would recommend this as a buy? Then I would assume
a recommended buy. This is a better podcast recommended buy.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
yes,
it's a yes.
It is a solid yes.
Well, good. I'm glad. I was hoping that it would be a worthwhile.
No, yeah, it was not a bust. It's like so many things about the internet that's kind of weird. They are shitty.
Yeah.
This one was well built. It does what it's supposed to do, and it's awesome.
Now, I think the only test left is the longevity test.
Yes.
Will it last for a while?
I mean, right now it's holding up strong, and like I said, I have the spare seal, the rubber ring that like press that creates a seal between the actual coffee mug and the press thing. You should include a picture or something on the so people know what the fuck.
I will find.
But they do send you a spare, so I don't know how long the original will last. But I have a spare in my drawer as well, all sealed up in plastic. So like, if something like eventually, I assume with the heat and the use is that it'll fray, and it won't. And coffee grounds will be everywhere. So you would have to replace it. But I don't know how long it'll last. But presumably with the spare, a good while. And because it's not, because it's plastic and not glass or ceramic, it's if I dropped it, which I haven't yet, but if I dropped it, it would probably be okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's also probably the reason they made it out of plastic is they anticipated someone's going to drop it at some point.
Yeah, but that's just how coffee mugs roll, like just
But I mean, I think because it's more than just a simple coffee mug, it's got all that hoo-ha in it. They probably wanted to make sure that, that wasn't going to shatter and go everywhere.
Yeah. It's fair.
Awesome. I will hopefully at some point have to grab me one of these as well.
You should. It's quite good.
Because I do love me some coffee.
I do.
In fact, I just finished my coffee now.
I was thinking about getting a cup before we started, but then I ran out of time. Because I got home and I ate some, and next thing I knew it was 6 o'clock and I got to eat some dinner because we was going to podcast. So I was like, oh shit.
Yes. Well, maybe that's how we can start every episode with a nice cup of coffee. And the first 15 minutes can just be us drinking into the microphone.
Us drinking the microphone, listening to some smooth jazz. But different smooth jazz.
Playing just looping the intro to Careless Whisper.
It's nice. Or if we're feeling funky, we'll just play the Cowboy Bebop theme.
Oh man, What a great soundtrack.
1, 2, 3, let's jam.
Oh, so good. That itself could be a whole episode.
Sorry, I love it so much. People probably aren't really appreciating our mouth noise trumpets.
Well, I don't care what Stephanie thinks. I liked it.
When have we ever cared what Stephanie thinks? That's not true, Stephanie. I'm sorry. We love you so much. Love you so much. Thank you for everything you do.
But I did have a question for you.
Okay.
That could change the course of the show.
Oh, fuck. It's coming out again.
How do I come? Okay. Let's hold on. How would I come out again if I've already come out? I haven't come out yet.
Well, you came out as gay.
What else is there left to come out? Am I lesbian now?
No, you're Republican.
Oh,
Kenny,
well,
you're a log cabin
Republican.
Republican.
I am part of the GOP-ness.
I almost spit.
I don't
almost spit my beer out. It wasn't even that funny, but it just really it hit my funny bone in the right way. It struck me as hilarious.
Speaking of penis,
yes.
Quick story I have to tell. It actually has nothing to do with penis.
Will this change the episode?
This story will not, but the question I have for you after the story.
Okay, I have a quick thing to interject with.
Yes.
Fucking Escape from LA is on Netflix right now.
Oh man, I know what I'm doing after this.
Oh shit! I
will say, and I think we talked about this in our first episode. Actually, between the two, I am more of a fan of Escape from LA.
It's more ridiculous, which says a lot.
I think though it falls in the trap that I think I saw that before Escape from New York, so I think I have a little bit of soft spot for it because it was the first one I saw. But they're both great films, hilarious. But yes, I'm gonna definitely watch that shit when I'm done with you.
I derailed your. What were you gonna say? Technically,
but the quick story. Okay. So this is sports related, but it'll be quick. So Kevin Durant, just acquired by the Warriors, great player. I don't remember specifically when. I think it was maybe 2 or 3 years ago. It's whenever I think Kevin Durant started getting into the MVP race because he tends to be in that conversation every year, as you would expect.
That's what you do.
And I believe it was either an announcer or it was one of the higher up executives for the Thunder, previously the Supersonics. And the message he was attempting to convey was that the way that Kevin Durant was playing that night was showing off the caliber of his performance that has earned him talk in the MVP conversation and shown that he is capable of winning the MVP award.
Okay.
However, what he had said is Kevin Durant is out there showing you his MVP-ness.
MVP-ness.
So as Brandon would say,
was there like a I wish I could.
Nope, they just totally rolled with it and just kept going.
Right on, good job with your big floppy MVP-ness.
As our friend Brandon would say, A for effort, but F for grade.
Oh.
But seriously, we need to get him on here. Just to, if nothing else, to just show how completely incompetent we are as human beings.
Well, everyone knows that already.
Well, I should say, like, I guess more so.
I mean, we tell them that every episode.
I know, but I mean that'll really we say it, they might think it's a joke, but it'll really come through. Brandon,
you're right. Show don't tell. Show don't tell. Honey 3 Dare to Dance is also on Netflix.
What is it?
Honey 3. Remember the movie Honey?
The one with Jessica Alba?
Yes.
They made 2 more of those? I didn't know they made a second one.
This one came out this year. Starring Casey Ventura, Kenny Wormald, and Dina Kaplan.
Who?
After leaving a prestigious school, a dancer stages a hip-hop version of Romeo and Juliet that tests friendships and pushes the cast to the limit. This movie is inspiring.
This is a movie.
Member reviews. They've given 2 member reviews to highlight. The first one is 1 star.
Are these Netflix members?
Yes, there's only 6 reviews, but the first one is 1 star. It says the storyline is horrible, and so is the acting. They should have quit at Honey 1.
Okay. Does it have a username?
No.
Okay. Whoever reviewed that film. What the hell did you think you were getting into with this film, guy?
All right. However, featured review 2.
Mhm.
Loved it. 4 out of 5 stars.
What's the actress's name?
Cassie Ventura.
Cassie, stop writing reviews on your films.
The Honey franchise takes its charm. Okay, hang on. This is a long one.
Wait, it's a.
I have to click.
It is technically as a franchise.
Hang on.
They have 3 films.
The Honey franchise takes its charm, offensive, international in this splashy, colorful musical. The setting is brightly colored Cape Town peopled by gorgeous kids who just want to dance.
So it's Footloose?
Here, the challenge is to put on a show, a hip-hop Romeo and Juliet in a rundown theater. Can the dancers pull together to renovate their theater and create a community dance program?
So are they putting on the dance to save the community center?
No. I don't know.
Okay, I was going to say that's the plot of Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo.
If you've seen Honey 1 plus 2, you know that nothing can stop a troop of good-looking young people who just want to dance.
Okay, it's Footloose again.
Wow, this person thinks they're fucking Siskel and Ebert.
Okay, Cassie, seriously, stop writing reviews for your films.
Another 5-star review is just
Wait, someone gave it 5
yes.
stars?
Y and J, and so a cat watched this, loved it, and then slept on the keyboard. Another 5 out of 5. I love the Honey movies, and I thought this was great. If you do watch this, they spelled past P-A-S-S-E-D instead of P-A-S-T, but they're into the Honey movies, so what do you expect? If you watch past the first couple minutes, it gets better. 5 stars.
Wait. What? That doesn't make any sense. Like, nothing generally happens in the first couple minutes of a film.
4 stars. I don't know why they named this Honey 3. It really had nothing to do with the original movie. Oh, what a shame. Except that her mother's last name was Martin. There must be an insight to
there it is. There's the key.
Yep, that's the connective tissue.
It's probably like a sequel in the sense of the way the Final Fantasy games are sequels.
Yeah.
None of them really have anything to do with each other, but they're all part of the same series.
Except for 10-2.
10-2 and 13-2 and 3.
Mm-hmm. Which were great.
I never played 13-3. I never got around to getting it, but I still want to check it out. I have heard good things. I've heard pretty good things about it. So
anyway,
cautious optimism.
Back to this review. They tried to fit too much into the movie, making it longer than it needed to be.
Is it like Tetris?
I caught myself seeing how far I had left several times in the middle.
I don't even.
But overall, I think it was cute. The ending was amazing. Definitely the best part of the movie.
Well, like when the credits rolled?
Yes. 1 out of 5 stars. The storyline is horrible, and so is the... Oh, we already saw that. Never mind. 1 out of 5 stars. Only watched 2 minutes of it and can already tell it's going to be one boo-boo movie.
Oh, well, that guy should have listened to the other review and gotten past the first couple minutes.
I'm a dancer, and for them to even put this out, ... not a third dot for the ellipses, should have never happened.
Maybe they only meant to put a period and hit the period button twice.
Oh my goodness. What the... God damn it.
Okay, so you know what has to happen now.
1 of the 5 out of 6 stars is the same fucking review. It's Siskel and Ebert came back. And they reviewed it again. They gave it the same
review. Well, that first one was Siskel and Ebert. This one is Ebert and Roth.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry. My fault. Siskel's dead. Well, so is Ebert, but still.
Yeah. Oh, man. Reviewed movies in heaven. Rest in peace.
Siskel died first.
He did.
Yes.
Years ago.
Yes.
Speaking of death, when Harambe died, pardon me. Do you think that anyone said, "I Harambe"?
Jesus.
Oh, damn it!
Oh, what? Out of nowhere, out of left field, Kenny comes out with the mean spirited nature.
Well, as someone on Tumblr said, that gorilla could have been dead. We could have gotten over it in a week, but you people just can't fucking be normal.
It's true.
But yes, someone posted a Harambe meme on Tumblr or Twitter, and that was my first thought. I Harambe.
We put an animal to death.
Yeah, I don't want. I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah, it is incredibly complicated.
Yeah, it's. I'll just put it this way: everyone fucked up.
Yeah.
There's no party in that except, I guess, the gorilla that didn't fuck up in some way. But not getting into it. Don't want to have the conversation. I just thought that was funny.
More in Netflix news. Now I just clicked on Footloose, and
because I kept talking.
Well,
about
I selected More Like This, and
Footloose. I told you it's a sequel to Footloose.
And as you would, surprisingly, it went away. Hang on. Shit. No, I don't want to actually watch Footloose. Netflix.
You don't watch anything with Kevin Bacon?
I've watched a lot about things with Kevin Bacon, so I've seen his penis several times. The first movie that comes up for Footloose, what do you think it is?
And are these what is the description? I should say, is it films like Footloose?
Yeah.
Films
So
if you enjoy
click on Footloose, and it says More Like This. So I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you what the first three are. Go.
First three, okay.
And it could be television and movie. It's Netflix, so.
Oh man, okay. You Got Served. Oh wait, hold on. Are these? Do I have to guess them in order, or is this just?
No, you know what? You don't have to get the perfecta. I'll give you the selecta.
Okay.
But
I'll take.
You're not going to get it. Go on.
Okay, so You Got Served. Hollow Man. And the following.
You'd be wrong on all three counts. You get nothing. Good day, sir. Big ups to Jim Alder.
Rest in peace.
Hanging out with her.
That is actually sad.
Hanging out with Harambe.
You know he is. He's hanging out with Richard Pryor now. They're making Stir Crazy too.
Oh shit. No, here's the three movies that are more like this.
You know what's going to happen with this?
Okay.
Is you're going to say them, and they're going to be films that I thought about and didn't say, and be very mad.
I don't know if that's true. So here we go. Number 1, 16 Candles.
Yeah, nope, didn't think of that.
Number 2, and this kind of makes sense. Grease.
Yeah,
there's dancing, there's singing.
It's
high school, you know.
There are similarities in the
and that's where you could see 16 Candles, same time period, like as far as when the movie came out in high school.
Yep, same
age
range.
Not quite the same movie at all.
Nope.
Number 3. I'm going to give you one more shot at number 3, because I just know you won't get it.
Okay. Pretty in Pink.
No.
Damn.
No, it is the television show Friends.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, no, not even on.
No. Radar. So whatever.
What does it have to do with dancing?
I don't know.
Was Kevin Bacon even on that show?
I don't know. I didn't. I can't.
I mean, he's been on everything
50,000 episodes of Friends. I can't really tell you if Kevin Bacon was on one of them.
Wow. I know Paul Rudd was. He played Phoebe's boyfriend for a while.
I mean, this makes so much more sense. Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
3 movies that are like Saving Private Ryan. 1, We Were Soldiers.
Makes sense.
2, U-571. 3, Forrest Gump. Now, all those make a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck happened to Footloose?
I was going to say Platoon, but...
What happened to Footloose, you guys?
There has to be... Maybe they are playing 6 Turkeys of Kevin Bacon.
Yes.
With those suggestions.
The only explanation. It's the only explanation that makes sense. What are we going to do?
Speaking of 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, we should find out our bacon number, if we even have one.
I don't have one. End of bacon number. My bacon number, 0.
I'm going to find out my bacon number.
Oh, that's a website you can go to, isn't it?
That's what I'm going. Oracleofbacon.org.
Oh my!
I'll put that in the description.
Oracle of Bacon.
To my name.
Okay.
Find link.
Well, how on earth is?
Nope, it doesn't find me.
Well, I know it's not going to find me.
Nope. We're not famous enough, Jeff. Our podcast has not blown up. Okay, I'm going to put in Leonidas. It's going to find him. Yep, found it in 3. Leonidas. Okay, this is not Leonidas I was thinking of.
You fucked up.
It was Leonidas was in Sumas y Restas in 2004, which also starred Alonso Arias, who starred in Hacia la Oscuridad, which also starred Tony Plana, who was in JFK with Kevin Bacon. I thought they were going to go for Gerard Butler with that one.
I'm putting in Vin Diesel.
Well, it's going to be a Kevin Bacon number 1.
Nope, it's 2. 2.
Damn.
Vin Diesel was in Saving Private Ryan with Corey Johnson, who was in X-Men First Class with Kevin Bacon.
Well, there you go. And I'm actually convinced that fucked up. And I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Because Kevin Bacon and Vin Diesel were in the Iron Giant together.
They were? Really?
They were. Kevin Bacon was the general, and Vin Diesel was the Iron Giant.
Okay, hang on. IMDb will save us. Let me tell you, podcast audience, Stephanie, what the show would be like if we didn't have our computers next to us. I don't know. So let's see here. The Iron Giant comes up right away.
Hold on. Oh, never mind. I'm wrong.
You
I thought it was
are
Kevin Bacon.
stupid wrong.
That's Kevin McDonald. I thought it was Kevin Bacon.
Stupid wrong. Kenny?
I am.
Kenny?
I am.
Kenny? Stupid wrong. I'm sorry.
I am aware that I'm wrong. I thought it was Kevin Bacon. I guess I am remembering it wrong.
Swear to God.
Man, I can't wait to edit you out of the entire podcast.
Just kill yourself already, for God's sake.
I'm already going to.
Jennifer Aniston voiced the mom. That's interesting.
She
I
did.
did not know that. More friends.
Also, main character in this movie, the tiny boy.
Yes.
Horrible name.
Yeah.
Hogarth.
Yes.
Really? What were they thinking?
I think it's a great name, and there.
Well, now you should kill yourself.
No. Okay, maybe.
We could do it together.
Oh wow!
What?
Remember Stifler's little brother from American Pie?
Vaguely.
That's the guy who voiced Hogarth.
Eli
Marienthal.
Marienthal. There it is.
There you go.
Hold on. I'm trying to... There it goes.
There you go. He hasn't done...
I do not remember anything about him.
He has 0 acting credits after 2004.
Yep, he was in Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen.
That was my
Did he die?
No, I don't know.
Nope. Looks like he just decided to stop graduating.
He stopped graduating.
He stopped acting.
He's our age. He's born March 6, 1986.
And yet again, better than I would ever be. Magna cum laude from Brown University in 2008 with a double major in comparative literature and international development studies, and a master's degree.
What's he doing with that?
Oh, he's currently a doctoral candidate in geography. He's at UC Berkeley.
Hey, look at that.
You should find him and cancel all his classes.
I'm going to hang out with him. We're going to be buds. I'm going to ask him all about voicing Hogarth and nothing else. I have to go watch The Iron Giant now. I'll see you later.
Actually, it looks like he did a little TV. He did an episode of The Big Bang Theory in 2009.
Oh, good.
So that's the last thing he did after 2004. But yeah. Oh, he was also he was the voice of Tim Drake in Mystery of the Batwoman.
Yes, he was Robin.
Well, this show is taking a detour. So.
Oh, this is we decided we wanted to do this. This is the way we wanted it to be. Kenny, so we can throw back to one of our original segments.
Which is
the beer I'm drinking.
Well, before we get into that,
Fuck. Yes,
I'm going to ask you the question that you've been trying to segue out of.
Okay.
It's actually not that deep.
Oh right! Wow, wow. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, we were talking about something. I mean, you were saying it, so I was kind of not paying attention because
I know I'm used to it.
You're just not important to me.
God, I hate you. I don't know why I decided to do the show.
I can't fucking stand you. And...
I'm gonna kill you. So the question I had for you is: I know at this point,
yes,
I had a moment at work yesterday when I thought of this.
Oh, good.
Because you would agree that we are just awful people. Awful, terrible people.
We're not great people.
We're not like Hitler bad.
No. We're not Hitler bad.
But we could be better. We could be a lot better.
We could be. This is a better podcast, not a better person.
I'm not a great person, I admit. But am I trying to change myself? No.
No.
And in light of that, I thought and I know we're pretty far into we're far-ish into the podcast. We have an established name for the most part, but I thought of this. I want you to ponder this as a potential name change this late in the game. Call ourselves the Hell Bus.
The podcast will be called the Hell Bus.
Yes,
That's an inside joke.
I know, but I think it still works.
Still accurate. I just really feel like I love a better podcast. I don't know what else to tell you. It kind of like it rings true to me. I don't know. I don't know if I'm feeling the Hell Bus. I'm just gonna keep vetoing every single thing, every single.
You're only gonna veto because you came up with the name.
I didn't come up with the name, did I?
You did.
Did I?
You did.
Then it's all the more reason to veto you.
Well, ponder it. Ponder it.
All right, I'll ponder it. I'll ponder it. I'll ponder it.
Okay, that was the question. That's all I wanted to ask.
Okay. Yeah, just no.
Harsh. I am going to edit you out of this podcast.
Fun. Then it'll just be an hour and a half of you talking to yourself.
I know, it would be so great.
It's like, whoa, this thing took like a really, really deep turn, man. I don't know what's going on. It's like
getting really.
It's like high concept podcasting.
I don't know if I like where this is going.
It's weird, man. I don't know.
But to bring it back down to being pretty lowbrow.
Okay, that's what we do here.
We can have that debate we talked about at the beginning of, or before the beginning of the show.
Before the beginning.
About which is better.
Boxers or briefs?
No.
I like boxers briefs myself. I like that.
I'm
bridging the gap between the right and left wing of the boxerdom.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer the boxer briefs because they give me the room and the freedom that I enjoy from boxers, but they also make my butt look really good.
Yeah. I like the boxer brief because I feel like the ones I get at least tend to be pretty long for whatever reason.
Yeah, they go down.
So I don't always have to put on some shorts. I can just kind of walk around the house.
They don't. Well, I don't do that, but they don't.
I don't care.
They don't. They're not super short. Like briefs, or wow, like little like speedo bottoms. But boxer briefs, no, nice. I like it.
I dig them.
So what was the actual debate? I've totally,
the debate was about which is better, a handy or jerking it.
Kenny, we can't. We have talked about this so many times.
I know, but I thought it would be good fodder for the show.
All right, go on, Kenny. I will let you begin. You have the floor.
Well, I was gonna say I still think a handy is better.
A handy is better than
jerking
off. Mm. Now, here's my problem.
Mm-hmm.
No one, and I mean no one, is better at jerking me off than me. So any kind of hand job that I could receive will never be nearly as good as what I can do to me. Now, I will not stop a woman, God willing, who would touch my penis, from doing the act. But I would hope that it would lead to more types of intercourse and play and stuff like that. I'm not nuts about the possibility of just a hand job. That doesn't really do it for me.
Well, I'm not either, but here's why you're wrong.
Okay.
No matter how good I am at jerking it, no matter how much I know what I like, a handy will always be better for the simple fact that someone else is touching my penis.
I mean, I can see what you're going for. Like it's the mind game that you play. You know, it's like, oh yeah, you know, this someone else is doing this with me. You're not alone in this anymore. You know, but still, I'm like thinking, you know what? If she switched up her technique a little bit more.
Well, okay, then that's on you for not saying anything.
Then you're just barking out orders while she's giving you a hand job, and that's still not working.
No, you don't have to bark out orders. You just have to, tell her in a nice, soft voice. Be like, hey, why don't you try this?
Put more elbow into it. What?
Here, do the Dutch rudder.
Make it dry for me.
Make it so
Shake
dry.
my balls like dice.
Oh, God. Slap my balls around a little bit.
Oh, it's not nice.
That was a horrible article.
That was a bad.
Was that a Cosmo article?
I think it was a Cosmo article. I don't remember the other ones. The other things that you could do to spice up your life with your man, but the one that stands out is to shake his balls.
I think they said to use teeth.
Oh God, shake his testicles.
Because dice. According to supposedly the man who made the comment, Because I think in this article, this is all advice from other men, which I doubt.
I don't think that's gonna be true.
I think it was a he, had said that to shake the balls around like dice because our testicles are, I forget exactly how he put it, but are more resilient than than we're led to believe or whatever, or they're more resilient than we let on.
Then my testicles are weak little bitches because they are not.
Yeah, like no.
Resilient. They are soft sacks of little pains. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
nope. I don't want any like.
It's awful.
Even a like a swift brush of the testicles hurts too much. But yeah. So I'm convinced, and I don't know your opinion on the matter. I'm convinced that Cosmo is a joke that it just got out of control. It got out of hand.
It's over. Like, what do we do now? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like Donald Trump running for president. It's like, it's a joke. I don't know how to stop it. I didn't think they'd take me seriously. But just like reading some of the articles in that and the things they say, like there's no way that anyone's writing this with serious sex advice in mind. There's no way. I refuse to believe that.
I just don't know. Oh God, why would you do this to anybody? Like,
exactly. Exactly.
What is going on? Like, ugh.
No, I don't. None of the advice for either gender sounds great or useful or fun or like anyone will have a good time. It all sounds awful. It all sounds like someone is just out there trying to play a joke on everyone reading the magazine.
Yeah.
I can safely say I haven't read much.
I'm not,
of what I've read.
You're not an avid reader of Cosmo?
I am not an avid reader. I do not partake often in the Cosmo. I will have a Cosmo, but I will not read the Cosmo.
Queer.
Hey! I like what I like. And getting shit-faced is awesome. But I've never read anything in that I was like, hey, you know what? This sounds like good advice. I'm going to use this. Never.
Never.
Nope.
But to conclude, you're wrong, and I'm right.
Nope. Nope, I am correct.
Did you know that they made a Atlantis 2? The Disney movie Atlantis?
I did not know they made a second one. I do remember the first one. I never saw it, but
they made a sequel. It's called Milo's Return.
Is this like Honey 3, where it shouldn't have happened and it did anyway?
There are Disney movies on Netflix now. Not all of them yet, but eventually there will be all of them.
Aren't at some point, if not already, the Marvel films going to be on there?
Yeah, because they're all Disney. Everything owned by Disney is going to end up.
Well, from what I had heard, I guess they struck a big deal with Disney and Marvel to put all those films on there.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. Curious to see. Isn't that supposed to happen next year? I think
it's starting right now.
Are they on there already?
No. They're slowly they're putting on titles. So now there's like a ton of Disney titles that weren't there before, but a lot of them are not.
Well, I mean purely for the Marvel films.
I don't know. There were, like when it first came out, you could get Civil War and stuff like that, but now it's
really.
But now it's not here anymore. They took it down. But don't worry, Kenny, because you can watch Pocahontas 2.
Oh, thank God. Let me tell you, that was at the top of my list of shit I need to get out.
Pocahontas 2, Journey to the New World. When a rumor about John Smith's death reaches Indian Princess Pocahontas...
Tio.
Okay.
Back up a second.
Yes?
It's called Journey to the New World.
To a New World.
To a New World. Wasn't the whole plot of the original Pocahontas a journey to a new world?
It's a new world to her, Kenny. She has to go to Europe. You didn't let me finish the...
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me.
When a rumor about John Smith's death reaches Indian Princess Pocahontas, she sails to Europe to negotiate peace between her people and the British.
She didn't go with him?
I don't know. I can't remember the plot of Pocahontas because all I can think about is the plot of Avatar.
So you should remember the plot of
Pocahontas. I don't know what else to tell you.
Oh, speaking of Avatar,
okay.
Funny story that I don't know whether or not I hope is true. But I saw a Tumblr post the other day. I think I told you about this at some point. Where it's basically saying Avatar is this weird anomaly of film where it's the highest grossing film of all time.
I still don't know why.
But
it's not very good.
I don't know. But that thing is like it's the highest grossing film, but like no one really likes it or can remember much about it. Like
It's just
like no one can quote it. Like who are the characters in
the
that?
world just got caught up in it, man. They're all about it.
Yeah, I think it was
That
just
fucking
because of
Avatar movie. Wow.
I think it was the visuals and the 3D aspect, even though neither were that great. Um, I mean, I guess the visuals are okay. But yeah, it's just this weird anomaly where no one can really remember much about it. No one really likes it, but it was the highest grossing film ever.
Hmm.
And what I had seen in this Tumblr post was that I don't know if it's a joke. I kind of hope it was a joke because it seems weird if it wasn't. But basically, someone connected to James Cameron caught wind of this post about basically just talking shit about how the film is so just lackluster and insignificant in terms of just actual film quality, that he decided to make 4 more films to spite this person because of the shit that they said about the film.
Yeah, I don't know if that's why he's making all the Avatar movies.
I don't either, but I kind of hope it is because that shit would be fucking hilarious.
Oh.
To someone as powerful as James Cameron, it's like, fuck you, my films suck. I'm gonna make a bunch more now just to spite you, random person on the internet.
That does remind me, though, of movies that are coming out soon. That I don't know why. Do you remember the
Honey 4?
Huh?
Honey 4? Is it gonna be Honey 4?
Maybe it's possible. It's probably in the works right now. I'm writing it. Actually, they hired me. It's gonna be great, Kenny. It's gonna be great. Gonna be big.
Well, you really can only go uphill from here.
Yes, exactly. Remember the television show from like the early 2000s? It's a kids show, and it was called Max Steel. Do you remember that?
I do.
It was like
oh yeah, I heard about this.
It was like in poor 3D graphics. So apparently it's back on the Disney Channel.
They're making I think they're making an actual film.
They're making a live action movie. You can watch the trailer for it on YouTube right now. It's gonna be a thing. Max Steel, Kenny, which wasn't a great show, as I recall.
No, that was what time was that on? Was it on was it like 8th grade, early high school?
I believe it was a UPN show. I remember that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in terms of time frame, was it like early high school for us? I think it was like maybe 8th grade, 9th grade.
Maybe.
All I remember is I would wake up in the morning. I was getting ready for school, getting breakfast like you do, and I would see that show come on, and every time my first thought was, God damn it.
Max!
Because I hated that show so much. It was so bad.
Good. Good.
Yeah. Also, side note, it does not look like there's a Honey 4 coming out. At least Google can't show me.
Damn it.
Although it did pop up with Honey 3.
Well, good.
Yep, Honey 3, Dare to Dance. Wow.
Dare to Dance. That wasn't part of the... I didn't get the subtitle on Netflix. Netflix, get your shit together. If I had known it was called Dare to Dance, oh man, you can watch The Brave Little Toaster.
Fuck yeah!
That movie's fucking scary and depressing, and my god, the grown-up kid from A Brave Little Toaster looks just like Hogarth.
Maybe the Iron Giant was a prequel.
Maybe the Iron Giant was a prequel, or because of his experience with Iron Giant, he anthropomorphizes all his appliances.
Maybe the whole film actually takes place in his mind.
Whoa.
Oh man, did we just get too deep? I think we got too highbrow for us. What? Okay, either you're blown away by my theory or something else is happening.
Both things.
What's happening?
Well, I'm blown away by your theory. And also, there's a movie that Disney Channel made, not Disney, but Disney Channel, called. Now, this is vaguely racist. So prepare. Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior. A teen girl focuses on becoming homecoming queen until she learns she has the soul of an ancient female warrior destined to battle an evil spirit. This movie is exciting.
Like, is that part of the description? It's exciting.
Yes, it says that's like that puts it on there. But she's like doing kicks and shit in the pictures. Wendy Wu. I'm just gonna keep reading. Oh god, there was a George of the Jungle too.
Yep, I remember that. I didn't see it, but I remember hearing about it.
Now married and raising a son, clumsy ape-man George finds his jungle kingdom in peril as really mean lion challenges him for the throne.
Hold on. I'm gonna have you back up a second there. Really mean lion.
Really mean lion.
Was okay. Did they forget an article?
Nope, that is the lion's
is that
name. It is really mean
Is
lion.
that is it capitalized?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Yes. They could have called him RM Lion at least.
The George of the Jungle's son is played by Angus T. Jones, who was the kid in 2.5 Men.
And he went off the fucking G.
Yeah, he does not look good anymore. That's not good look.
Well, not even that. He just went fucking crazy.
It's too much direct exposure to Charlie Sheen. He's kind of like a radioactive isotope.
I would love to hang out with Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen. Speaking of Charlie Sheen, he's kind of like he's toned down.
Oh.
He seems to actually be on the wagon.
It has something to do with his T-cell count. Oh, I am not happy with that.
Well, I don't know if it's on the wagon, off the wagon.
I don't know.
He's in the proper location in regards to the wagon.
He may not be on the wagon, but he is adjacent. He's wagon adjacent.
He is wagon adjacent, which is good. I'm glad because that means he's maybe getting his shit together again finally. Except he's kind of become boring and become basically a clickbait factory on Facebook now, which is really bizarre to see.
Okay, gotcha.
I follow him on the I follow him on the Facebook when he went on his tiger blood rampage or not rampage rant.
The tiger blood
and
is
then
in him.
He has the tiger blood in him.
Bad that tiger had AIDS. Oh,
well, you shouldn't have fucked the tiger without a condom.
That too.
At least he's doing something about it. He is now a condom spokesman.
Oh, good. That helps.
It does. I forget the brand of. I think it's a Lux brand of condoms. Link in the description, everyone. I'm not putting a link.
I am not.
That. I respect you too much.
She doesn't want to know, and she does not care.
No, Stephanie has her own stockpile.
Yeah, she's got her own stockpile.
Stephanie is safe.
Stephanie is always wearing a condom, and no, we don't know what that means, and no, we're not going to ask her.
I'm going to ask her. Actually, right now.
You're in a problem. Oh, that reminds me. Stephanie reminds me.
I'm going to text her out of context to see what
I have casting rumor news.
Yes, you had.
This is cool. This would be really cool if this happens. So, we have our new Han Solo in the Han Solo movie.
Is it Harrison Ford?
No. I forget the kid's name, but whatever. We have a new Han Solo.
Good. This is informative and well.
There are rumors. Well, that's old news. There are rumors though that Disney is circling around an actor to play a young Lando Calrissian.
Well, I will have to say, you usually do have those playing roles, actors.
Okay, so who do you think in your wildest dream who would be the coolest for a young Lando?
Now, okay, so you're asking if I had the run of the gambit and I could pick any actor I wanted.
You cannot pick yourself.
For this role. Well, I'm not black enough. I am black, but I'm not black enough. We've established this. I told you why I'm black. I'm black for the same reason that Brandon is black. Did you not hear that story from Brandon?
You're right. I'm sorry. So wait, you have to pick an actor.
No, that's what I'm asking. So I have the run of everything. I can pick any actor I want.
Any actor to play a young Lando Calrissian.
I'm torn.
Oh, you're kidding.
Because my gut says to go with Billy D. Williams.
You can't. He can't play a young anybody.
Have you seen that man? He is gorgeous.
Go on.
I had to
Colt
pick.
45. Although,
as
as a side note, if this does pan out, this actor would make a great spokesperson for Colt 45. That would be like an excellent thing to do. But go on.
Oh man,
Just throw out a name, Kenny.
I'm debating. I'm trying to settle on.
Sadly, there are not a lot of young black actors in Hollywood, so this shouldn't be that hard.
I want to say Michael B. Jordan.
You'd be wrong.
I wouldn't.
Because the real answer is Donald Glover.
Oh,
How
yes, that would be
awesome
awesome.
would that be? Holy shit! And I texted Stephanie because I heard about this on the train, and I texted Stephanie like, "Oh my god, Stephanie!" Because she's a big Childish Gambino fan and a Donald Glover fan, but like they're the same person. Doesn't matter. Uh,
I hate Donald Glover, but I love the
I
Childish
love that
Gambino.
Gambino fellow. But I go, Stephanie, Disney might hire Donald Glover to play a young Lando Calrissian. And she's like, I know. I'm like, fuck, you should be hosting this podcast.
We'll get her on here one
damn it,
day.
Stephanie.
Don't worry. One day, internet, you will hear what Stephanie sounds
But now imagine Donald Glover selling Colt
like.
45.
But I don't know if I want him to be Lando Calrissian, because then how will he be Spider-Man?
He's not going to be Spider-Man anytime soon.
But he wants to be
We have
Spider-Man.
a young, white British Spider-Man, so we're going to be stuck with him for a bit now.
Yeah, but eventually they're going to go to Miles Morales.
Yeah, but, in the meantime, if he gets to be Lando, I'm still okay with that, Kenny. It's one movie. One movie.
Well, I know. I kind of always assume being a Star Wars that it will eventually become another series
Just
of
a
sorts.
franchise following only Lando Calrissian.
Not even for anything particular, just like falling around while he runs errands. Hanging around Cloud
He
City.
walks around wearing his cape.
Hell yeah.
We binge watched, me, Stephanie, and Marissa, we binge watched the Star Wars movies on Labor Day. That's what we did for Labor Day. Not the prequels, mind you, just the original trilogy and then 7. But like we noticed that Lando gets a cape upgrade in between the second and third movies.
Well, as he should.
Yeah, because in the Empire, Lando's got a cape that just hangs on his shoulders, and so when Han punches him, his cape gets knocked off. So he has to adjust his cape, shovel and shit. You don't do that to Lando. He's the smoothest guy in the galaxy, and he's one of like the 3 black people in Star Wars. So you can't hit him and knock his cape off. It's not cool. So in Jedi, when you meet Lando again, he's General Lando. He's got a cape on again, like you would, but he's got like that embroidered rope that connects the cape, so that cape is more rugged. He can wear it and get knocked around a little bit and still keep his cape on his shoulders. He will look fabulous no matter what the situation is, Kenny.
Well, all that Colt 45 money started rolling in, so he could afford a new cape. I want to buy some Colt 45 now. But no, I would be very excited to see Donald Glover as a young Lando Calrissian.
Have you had a chance to watch his new show, Atlanta, yet?
I have not, but I've heard good things.
The first 2 episodes internet are available on YouTube for free right now. You can watch them.
If you're a fan of X-Files, and I know you're not, what are you talking about? Can you trust me? It's going to make sense. If you're a fan of X-Files, Gillian Anderson tweeted out about how much she loved the show.
Well, there you go.
So if you like the X-Files and you love Dana Scully, because who doesn't love Dana Scully? That's a good recommendation, and you should follow her advice.
I'm liking it so far. It has it's Donald Glover, so it has its comedic moments, but more often than not, it's just like it's pretty severe. And pretty serious, you're like, I'm like, I'm waiting for the funny moment to happen. I'm like, no, this is just getting.
Oh, please be funny. Where's the funny?
This is just like a really stark reality of living black in America. Oh shit!
No one wants to see that.
It's kind of harsh.
No one likes it in your face.
But it's great. I did watch the first 2 episodes before we podcasted today. I quite enjoyed them.
Would you rate it higher or lower than your French press mug? On a scale of 1 to
Kenny,
10.
that's just ridiculous.
Have you listened to the show?
No. You out of your fucking mind? I sound terrible.
I'm just saying, you're there when we talk about stuff. You should know that was coming. Or would you rate it equal to your copy?
I've only seen 2 episodes, and the problem is, it's the context is different. I drink from the mug a couple times, and I get the idea. I get the mug. The show can change. What? Kenny? What?
I'm sorry, just the fact that we're actually trying to compare a mug to a TV show.
The show can change, Kenny. It evolves over time. I'm skipping your nonsense. It can evolve over time. Because you threw down the gauntlet, motherfucker, and I'm answering. Boom.
I didn't expect you to actually answer. Now the question is, if you dropped the show, do you think it would shatter?
No, the only thing that show drops is beats. and social commentary.
And do you think that the show could hold hot water and not burn fingers?
Yes. I don't have a cool hip hop.
Do you think that the
hip
coffee
hop metaphor to throw to that one?
Do you think that the coffee mug is an accurate portrayal of Black America in Georgia? I'm just gonna let that silence hang there.
If the coffee grounds were Black Americans in Georgia, no, I'm not gonna do this.
I'm sorry. I thought you were answering the I thought you were answering the challenge,
Kenny,
son.
I don't want to get killed. People will not like this answer. This is not a.
I'm not actually expecting you to answer.
This is a racially charged time in America. There's a lot of shit going down.
I am well aware, and I am trying to inject humor into the matter.
I don't know if people want to laugh about it, Kenny. And I don't think people want to hear me.
I'm not trying to get them to laugh about this in particular. I'm trying to get them to laugh in general.
You're just trying to get me cut.
The only cut that's going to happen is you from the show. Oh!
You can't cut me. I named this bitch.
I could very easily cut you. Bitch, I record everything.
God damn it.
And I do all
I'm the producer.
What do you produce?
I produced.
Yep,
I bought
the
software that we use to record on.
And I bought the microphone that I'm now using.
For yourself.
Actually, no, I bought it for this purpose.
Yeah, but only you never get to use it. You and I have only used it once.
No. Yeah, you have used it. Hey, that's not my fault. You're 3,000 miles away.
It is your fault. You moved away.
Well, you should have given me more money.
I don't have any money to give you, except for the money that we used to buy Pamela, which is the software we use to record this podcast on Skype. It is not a woman that we bought.
No, I'm not 100% sure why they named it Pamela.
I don't know either. It's pretty strange. But
that's Pamela.biz for those of you who
.biz, because nothing says legitimate for your business like the extension, a domain name .biz.
Well, I'm glad that we have survived our first major falling out.
Did we?
I don't know. I thought that was it.
Oh. Hey, Kenny, stop recording real quick. Stop recording again. You son of a bitch. I swear to God, if you ever call me like that on this podcast.
I swear to God, next time I see you, I'm going to cut you.
To fucking murder you.
I'm going to jump rope with your intestines.
Kenny, did you ever stop recording?
Sure.
Kenny, I think we're still recording.
Are we?
Well, I wouldn't know because I don't do any of the recording because I'm not worthy of it. I was fucking...
Yeah, that's what I thought.
A better podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually, yeah, we tried to record on your end, but it didn't work.
Well, yeah, because we had to bust out your laptop instead.
Well, no, I mean because of Skype.
Yeah, that's why we're using your laptop, because your computer wouldn't work either. Because Pamela's job is to record Skype calls, but for whatever reason...
to be fair, this is Skype's fault.
For whatever reason, the folks over at Pamela.biz have not updated Pamela so it talks to new version of Skype. Updated Skype.
Well, no, the problem is it's the way that Skype now handles third-party APIs.
Yes.
So I don't know if it's something they can get around, but from what it sounds like, it is not something they can get
Look
around.
here, Pamela.biz. I paid you
We're taking your task.
hard digital cash, and I think I had to pay... I had to, like... I think you're a company out of the UK, because I'm pretty sure I had to pay some amount of pounds as opposed to good old greenbacks.
Well, right now, a pound is only worth $1.1, so...
Well, after Brexit and all that.
Yep.
Oh, Brexit.
We're bringing them down.
Bring it down.
Brexit.
Britain's Trump.
Wow. Oh, man, speaking of international issues... and Trump. So Trump, for some reason, great segue.
Yes.
Took a trip to Mexico.
Yes, I remember. That's what I call
it. And spoke to the people.
And the Mexican president.
And the finance minister who set up the trip.
Yes, I did hear about that.
Resigned.
He resigned.
He was forced to resign.
He resigned a week later, and they haven't said why.
From what I've heard as of late, he was forced to resign because he brought Trump over.
That was his idea.
And my favorite thing about that is Trump said that as president, he would not cause international turmoil. And he has already done that before before he's been elected.
He said a lot of fucking things. Who cares?
But I'm just saying, like, how is he? How can he? How is he going to be able to back down from that one? I know he'll try. He'll find a way. But like, it's so obvious and it's so out there that he is the reason that happens. Hilarious.
Hilarious.
So yeah, can't wait for Trump to get elected.
Giants update.
I'm telling you. I know. I've heard the game is tied.
Tied 4-4, bottom of the sixth. God damn it.
And again, that is how we're going to know if time travel is a thing. If Trump is elected, and time travelers don't come back to stop him, time travel isn't a thing.
It's true.
Because there's no other way that would be the case. Man, we are so boned.
I think we'll be okay.
Maybe.
We'll be okay. Dude,
hopefully.
I was hoping that we would end the podcast on an up note for once, but like, no. There we are again, being downers.
No, we're still going, son. We're still going.
It's been a bit though. I don't know.
It has.
I don't know how long people want to stick with us for this.
Well, there's editing to be done.
There's editing to be done, but also I have to pee.
Well, I guess we can go out on that note then.
Podcast listeners, I would take you into the bathroom with me, but this is not a Bluetooth microphone.
It is not.
It's not wireless.
And I don't think your cable's long enough.
No, it's not.
No.
Not nearly. Unfortunately. Trust me, I've tried.
Is that why you got really distant and quiet that one time?
Maybe. Just describe that one time for me.
Like, it sounded like you were shouting into the headset the whole time? Like, from a distance?
Oh, I must have been doing something.
I just assume you were taking me in the bathroom with you.
Mm-mm.
Yep, I know what you like.
Close the door. I don't want to fight these feelings anymore. Kenny, I'm gonna finish the podcast by giving you some smooth jams to kind of get your panties off.
You should play the intro to Careless Whisper.
Should I?
You should. You should mouth trumpet it, or I guess mouth saxophone it.
I can't remember too much about Careless Whisper.
That is Careless Whisper. It's one of George Michael's finest tunes. See, there it is. I hope this gets picked up. Otherwise, it's gonna be really awkward.
Well, that's as far as we can go, though, because we don't want to get sued.
Truly one of George Michael's finest tunes, up there with Faith.
Never gonna dance again.
See? High note. Going out on a high note. We're serenading you, Stephanie, with Careless Whisper. Also, Stephanie never got back to me.
That bitch.
So I'm a little disappointed. Hopefully if she texts me back between now and the next episode, I'll give you an update.
You know what, Steph? I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. So it's easy.
It's all your fault.
So it's easy to pretend. I know you're not a fool.
And thus we are now down to 5 subscribers.
5 subscribers. Probably more like 3.
Yeah, my mom is probably unsubscribed at this point.
She
too.
loves Careless Whisper.
I know, it's her theme song. She'll play in the fucking car.
Really?
No.
I was gonna say, like, it could be accurate. I don't know.
Okay, I'm sure my mom likes the song.
Who doesn't like Careless Whisper?
Exactly.
I just couldn't remember I knew you wanted me to go for the saxophone, but I couldn't remember how it went.
I've got that shit ingrained in my mind. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Oh.
But I think that's the high note, figuratively and literally, because we did play some notes. Careless Whisper. But yes, as always, this was a better podcast. And as always, please like, subscribe, leave us comments, all that good jazz, all that smooth jazz. I don't know what's going on. Are you playing Lily Allen?
There you go.
Nice. Yes, like, subscribe, tell us why we suck, tell us why we don't suck.
Watch Lily Allen videos.
Watch Lily Allen videos. I will put a video for that song in the
There's so much
description.
twerking
And I will put
happening
Careless Whisper. I will put Careless Whisper in the description because you need that in your life.
Yes, you do. Also, link Atlanta.
Oh yes, and I will put a link to the first episode of Atlanta.
First 2 episodes, Kenny. First 2 episodes.
Well, I think I'll put the first
It's
one
a
in.
double
and
piloto.
if they like it, I'll put the first one in, and then if they like it, they can find the second one. I don't want them to feel obligated to watch both episodes if they don't want to, but I want them to check out one.
Fine.
So Stephanie, watch the first.
She's
episode.
already seen them.
Stephanie, watch them again.
I'm sure Donald Glover needs the views. I wonder if FX is getting that monetized.
Probably.
I'm just saying it does have some graphic stuff in it.
It's true.
Some swearing. There's a drug use.
Maybe they're paying you. Maybe they're paying YouTube to leave.
They did the drugs, Kenny.
Oh, they do the
They do
drugs.
the drugs on it.
Oh no!
They smoked the marijuana.
Harry, they're doing the drugs. Harry,
they're doing drugs again.
Ma, you're taking uppers.
Taking uppers. She's got the cricket teeth.
Oh, now we're going alone now.
No, because we haven't even gotten to ass yet. Goodbye, internet.
I'll just say this as on the way out. If you're having a really great day and you feel like it's going a little too well, you want to tone it down a bit. Watch Requiem for a Dream.
or any of come on, help me out here. Darren Aronofsky's movies, any of them, really.
Not Life of Pi. Pi, totally different film than Life of Pi.
Yes, exactly.
Pi, great film.
All these movies are great, but they're not.
They're not upbeat.
No, they're not
going to
make you feel better about anything.
They'll make you feel better if you like good film and good story and good.
We'll talk more about Darren Aronofsky later.
I think next episode we should
dedicate an entire episode to the sadness. I do want to do a DVD or movie commentary one day.
That I think would be awesome. Great. I think what we could do. Actually, maybe we'll brainstorm a bit off the air.
Off air. Oh, air.
We'll discuss the deets off air.
Good.
But yes, we are a better podcast. I'm Kenny, and
I'm Jeff. Yes, Kenny.
And as always, please like, subscribe, comment. If there's anything you think would be awesome for us to talk about, send us a link. Anything you want us to just talk about for our opinion for some reason, I don't know why you'd do that. I wouldn't do that. Also,
don't worry, neither will they.
Yeah,
they're like, no. Why would I do that?
But
stupid.
But yeah, as always, thank you so much for tuning in, and please click that like button and subscribe and all that good jazz. Smooth
that jazz. Yeah.
But alrighty. Well, on that delightful note. Get it?
Good night, everybody.
Good night.